where that cynicism can go too far.
I thought it would be fitting to end on the love and Julianetta and Edward. So just to remind you, press freedom, and is there a serious concern from some of the reactions to the Snowden story by the state and the lady who did say, well, hang on a minute, if you're going to attack moral relativism, but if you're all right to spy on bad dictatorships, well, then you can sort of take a pick what is good and bad. And that's
I think I have nothing to add to that. That was
well, okay, but what about the press freedoms argument? Do you see, as the gentleman seemed to suggest, that going and smashing up hard drives, picking up Greenblatt's partner at Heathrow, who admitted he was carrying a shed load of secrets with him, these are the more difficult areas, aren't they, where I think some people who might even support Snowden might begin to have some doubts and say, well, was there a sort of case to answer there?
I mean, the smashing, just make it brief, the smashing up of the hard drives was probably the most stupid thing the security service have ever done, because, it gave the Guardian a very good opportunity to create this myth of this brave journalist having to stand up to an authoritarian government. It really, they didn't do themselves a big favour there, I think. But apart from that, I thought that was really concerning. The Prime Minister threatening in the House of Commons a newspaper and journalists to gag them in case they go on publishing is something that shouldn't happen in a democracy.
The Greenblatt case, very briefly, the Greenblatt case, which your court legist with an awful lot of secret information on, in normal circumstances, most countries would then sort of pick up that person, would they? So why is it different in the Snowden case? Why is it all right then?
It's not different in the Snowden case. We were just talking about the way the Guardian was treated in this country. I think it was entirely wrong.
First of all, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be so rude to your question, which is a reasonable one. I think you've got to, if you want to have a country which has no intelligence and security services, and where there is either no state secrets or no penalty for stealing state secrets, then fine. I guess that may be the world that the Green Party would like. I suspect it's a minority point of view. It's a defensive one. It's a bit like pacifism. I just don't believe in killing people. I don't think the state should be allowed to kill people. I don't think we should have an army. Fine. But then that is quite a distinctive and radical position. And if you really believe that, you've got to say, I want to close down GCHQ, I want to close down MI6, I want to close down MI5, and I want to close down special branch. And if you believe that, that's fine. And we can have an argument. I personally don't believe that, and I think that you'd have difficulty in winning an election and forming a government on that. I think that relates then to this question of democracies and dictatorships, that I don't have to prove that America's perfect. I believe that the Atlantic Alliance and NATO are the best arrangement we currently have for protecting our security, and one doesn't work without the other. And that inevitably involves both the military and the security and the intelligence services. And I do think there's a difference between America and China. Now, you may not. You may say that actually they're just as bad as each other. You may say that America's done so many bad things in the past that it's permanently morally disqualified from ever doing anything in the future. Fine, you're entitled to your opinion. I don't disagree. I think America's done lots of bad things. I think Britain has. But we have to leave, but we have to leave right now. So we continue this outside. I mean that in a nice way. on that note, I'll stop.
Thank you very much for your